Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise, here in year number 5. Last episode in the regular season finale, we got shellacked by the Nemesis 11-1, narrowly missing the playoffs as we fell down to 9-7, knocking us below the Crocodons and allowing the Crocodons to sneak into the playoffs. But we were spared another off-season of no playoff baseball because in the regular season, let's go over to the standings here, because the Platypi lost their final game against the Grapplers, and then although the Wide Loads did win, the Wide Loads run differential was actually worse than ours, so we were able to sneak into the playoffs with only a +2 run differential. So with that, we are the bottom seed here in the playoffs, and we'll be facing off against the 11-5 Grapplers, who are the top seed in this year's playoff bracket. Top seed on our side anyway. Blowfish are the official top seed at 12-4, but that's besides the point. So a preview for the playoffs here before we get started. Blowfish take on the Sirloins. Number 2 seeded Wild Pigs will take on the 3 seeded Freebooters. So a pair of division rivals pairing off in the Super Conference. And here in the Mega Conference, we are taking on the top seeded Grapplers, who've been playing us pretty well in this series. And on the other side, it will be the division rival Jacks and Crocs squaring off at the 2 and 3 respectively. Let's go ahead and sim up to game 1 here to see what we are going to be doing in the first half. Alrighty, Wild Pigs go back and forth with the Freebooters and win in 12 innings, 9-6. Sirloins get a shocker over the Blowfish, 9-1, as they blow them out of the water immediately. And the Jacks take care of business to get the Crocs in game 1, 5-1 the score. Alrighty, here is the patching matchup for game 1 of the series. For us, it is going to be left-hander Jude Hokie on the mound. He was the season strikeout king with 38 strikeouts in the regular season. He finished that regular season, I believe, 2-1. And on the other side for the Grapplers, it is their ace Noah Kaiser, who has beaten us this season. If we go back to the regular season here, he was the pitcher of record in that 7-5 victory over PJ Andrews. And I don't think we've beaten the Grapplers in about 3 years, so we are due for a victory against them, and I hope now is the time to get it. Here's the batting lineup we'll send out here in game 1. Leading off will be rookie shortstop Baca Boyd. Batting second is right fielder Spool Worrymore. Left fielder Buck Swiner will bat third. Catcher Bern Oliver will bat fourth. Rookie second baseman Class Diaz, who led the team in homers and RBIs, will bat fifth. Batting 6th, center fielder Alfia Winkleson. Batting 7th, first baseman Miriam Doherty. She is fully healed up from her wrist injury. Batting 8th at third base, Atticus Macias. We're going to flop Doherty and Macias so that way Doherty can play third and Macias will play first. And then Hokie is on the mound, batting number 9. Let's get it on. Alrighty, so as you know here in the series, we are not going to be dividing this series up into multiple episodes. We're going to play everything in one go and treat it as if it's a regular double, triple header, depending on the situation. So be prepared for a long episode. If you haven't already, go ahead, grab a drink, grab something to snack on, and, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Listen to me lose my mind over this game. This is our 4th time here in the playoffs in this series, and we're still looking for a way to get out of the first round. Hopefully this is the night. Boyd, Worrymore, and Swiner do up here against Kaiser in the first. Rookie shortstop Baca Boyd leading off, getting his first career playoff at bat. He's got contact for his right-hander and inside pitch active here against Noah Kaiser. Have a look at his stats in the regular season. Noah was the number 2 pitcher to start the year for the Grapplers, but he has surpassed Brooklyn Gonzalez in the overall department, and he has taken over the ace role. Kaiser in the year was 3-1, one of those wins coming against us. He had a 2.70 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. 10 runs given up, 7 earned. In his 4 starts, he threw 23 1/3 innings, which is an average of almost 6 innings a start. It's just over 5 2/3, I believe. 24 hits surrendered, 4 of them homers. He hit a batter, walked 4, and struck out 9. His batting average against is 267. Was 267. Boyd ready? Here we go. Boyd in the regular season, if we want to take a quick peek at that. Rookie hit .404 and only had 1 RBI on the year, but that was because he was mostly either at the very bottom of the lineup or he was at the very top of the lineup and didn't have a lot of RBI chances to deliver on. Pretty solid year all told. First pitch fastball is high, ball 1. Curveball low, 2-0. Fastball inside, caught the corner, 2-1 the count. That's away on the heater, 3-1. Fastball at the knees, line to short, easy catch for Alana Willis, a sophomore, 1 down. Next up, right fielder Spool Worrymore, sophomore, was tied for the team lead in RBIs with 14 on the year. Had a pretty solid year, though he was a bit slow at the end of the season. Curveball in there at the knees on the first pitch, 0-1. Fastball put in, Worrymore bloops it into center field shallow. Sliding in is Windy Wheels, and he will make the catch. 2 down, and that will bring up left fielder Buck Swiner. Came on pretty well at the end of the year. Fastball way outside, ball 1. Curveball inside, that's a strike called, 1-1. Slider at the knees, line at the middle. Nice leaping catch by Alana Willis, and that will end the inning. It's a 1-2-3 first inning. Wheels, Godsendez, and Liner do up here against Hokie. Leading off is center fielder Windy Wheels for the Grappler. Center fielder Mason made a nice sliding catch in the top half of the first inning. He'll be squaring off with the southpaw Jude Hokie. Hokie in the regular season, he went 2-1. He had a 4.28 ERA and an 0.91 WHIP. He gave up 13 earned runs in his 4 starts, totaling 27 in the third innings, almost 7 innings a start, just over 6 2/3. He gave up 24 hits, 3 of them homers. He hit a batter, walked 1, and struck out a league-leading 38. That's also a franchise high. Have never had anybody throw that many strikeouts in a single season, so that is a franchise record. It's also a league record. Batting average against .229 on the year. He was the unofficial strikeout king for the season. Lineup for the Grapplers looks like this. After Windy Wheels, it is veteran first baseman David Godsendez, one of the OG members of this lineup. Batting third is the third baseman Hack Liner. Then it is right fielder Hovan Bambino, who returned to the Grapplers this season after leaving in free agency prior. Batting fifth, left fielder Jack Cracker. Batting sixth, another OG member of the lineup, second baseman Zoom de la Cruz. Batting seventh, second-year shortstop Alana Willis. Batting eighth, veteran catcher Bryson Muddywater. And batting ninth will be the pitcher Kaiser. First pitch fastball at the knees. Chop back to Hokie. He'll make that play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Next up, veteran first baseman David Godsendez. He'll be batting second today. First pitch slider away is lined on the ground at first. Nice diving effort by Macias, but it's off him into right field, and that'll be an infield single. That is the first hit of the game for either club. Runner at first, 1 down, and that'll bring up third baseman Hack Liner, looking to move Godsendez over any way he can. First pitch fastball up and in is called strike, 0-1. Change it down and away. Chop the first. Macias over backhands. Fires the second one. Boyd over to the pitcher Hokie, and that is a double inning-ending double play. 3-6-1. Good defense from both clubs in the first inning. To the second, we're scoreless. Oliver, Diaz, and Winkelson do up against Kaiser. Batting fourth, leading off the inning, is Bern Oliver, the second-year catcher. RBI man, toting catcher, batting in the lineup again. Fastball low, ball 1. He sat out the regular season finale because he was tired and also tense. Curveball in there at the knees, 1-1. Fastball up, lined up the middle, base hit as it's over the diving De La Cruz's glove. First hit of the game for the Buzzards is a single by Oliver. That'll bring up rookie second baseman Class Diaz. He hit over 300 in the regular season. Led the team in homers with 6, and he also led the team, tied for the team lead in RBIs with 14. Finished tied for third in the home run department in the league. Very solid year for Diaz. He may have been rookie of the year, but wasn't too sure, so I couldn't really call it. Fastball up and in as a strike, 0-1. Slider below the knees, chop through the middle. That is a seeing eye base hit into center field. Infield single for Diaz. That is his first career playoff hit. Same thing for Oliver, actually. First and second now, none down for center fielder Alfie Winkelson. He finished tied for the batting title in the league at a .456 average, tied with his teammate who's on deck, first baseman Merriam Doherty, which is impressive because Winkelson missed 3 games in the regular season due to a pulled hand. Strike letters on the heater, 0-1. Fastball up and away is high, 1-1. Curveball low, 2-1. Curveball hangs, Winkelson turns on it, lines it into left field, hits it pretty well. To the fence it goes, Cracker makes the catch. Wow, that is unfortunate. Lead runner will be doubled off, but Diaz will get back to first base in time, as we thought that was off the fence. 2 down runner at first now for first baseman sophomore player Merriam Doherty. Doherty missed the last 2 games due to a sprained wrist injury. She did make a pinch hit appearance in the regular season finale as the last out of the game, but other than that, she didn't get to do much, which is why her batting average was good enough to tie with Winkelson. Strike up and a high and away, 0-1. Chased it away, 0-2 as Cadet activates for Kaiser for the first time today. Forkball low, lined into right field, and that is a base hit. Doherty gets on, and that will extend the inning here with 2 down. Next up, rookie first baseman Macias getting his first career postseason at bat. Macias hit pretty well. He hit just under 400, had 4 homers and 10 RBIs in his rookie campaign. Benefited from all the free playing time he got in the second half of the season after veteran third baseman Herbert Hackman was released, which forced Doherty to move over to third base and allowed Macias to play first base full time. Fastball down and then is low, ball 1. Fastball up and away is high, 2-0 count to Macias. Got ready to crank it. Curveball middle in, bloop to right center field. That is going to drop it in front of Wheels, and that's going to be a base hit. Doherty is out at third. That will end the inning, but an RBI nevertheless for the rookie Atticus Macias. That's his first career hit and RBI in the postseason as Diaz scores 1-0 to the bottom of the second. Bambino, Cracker, and De La Cruz do up against Hokie. Right fielder Hovind Bambino leading off the inning. OG member of the Grapplers returned this year after free agency when he stepped away for a season. Curveball down and away, check swing strike, 0-1. Fastball down, chop to short. Boyd will make the play himself, 1 out. Next up, left fielder Jack Cracker in his 3rd year here with the Grapplers. First pitch slider up, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and away, fouled off, 0-2 the count. Game man active for Hokie here. Fastball inside is chase, strike 3. First punch out of the game for Hokie, 2 down. That'll bring up OG second baseman Zoom De La Cruz, batting 6th today for the Grapplers. As always, sporting her aviator shades. 2-seamer way, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and in is high. Curveball down and in, fouled off, 1-2 the count. Slider up and away, check swing, it is high, 2-2. Fastball up and in, inside, full count, good take there. Change it down and away, fouled off. Cruz will keep it alive here. Well down and in, check swing inside, good eye from Zoom as she works the 2-out walk. First walk of the game for Hokie, and that'll bring up second-year shortstop Alana Willis. Fastball down and away, chop the short on the first pitch. Boyd to first with it, and that will end the inning as Hokie gives up a walk, but nothing else. To the third, it is 1-0 Buzzards. Hokie, Boyd, and Worrymore do up here against Noah Kaiser. Solid start for us so far through 2 innings. Hope we can build on this early momentum. Hokie will lead off the inning as the pitcher is up first. Getting his, looking for his first postseason hit. Curveball at the knees, 0-1. Check swing high on the heater, 1-1. Fastball up, bloop down the left field line, shallow, and that is going to drop in front of Cracker. That is Hokie's first career playoff hit. As he is on with a leadoff single, and he is now locked in as Kaiser is tense. So that's already the 5th hit given up here by Noah Kaiser in the first 3 innings. Baca Boyd up next, rookie's 0 for 1 today. Fastball is low, ball 1. High heater, 2-0 the count to Boyd. Slides down the way. Oh, hit him right in the dick. Oh, that's an infield single. Everybody's safe, and now I've got to take a break because, man, I felt that one. Jesus. Oh, that's sickening crunch. 2 on and none down here to start the inning for Worrymore. Skied out to center field his first time up as Kaiser is now rattled following the injury to his beanbag. Curveball inside is a called strike, 0-1. Heater low to Worrymore, 1-1. Fastball middle and ripped to short off the diving Lewis's glove into no man's land. That's going to drift into left field. It's going to be a single for Worrymore as Hokie scores. Boyd safe at third. It is 2-0 Buzzards as we look to break it open. Swiner up next. He lined out the shortstop his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Looking to find the gap here in the outfield. Fastball letters for a strike, 0-1. That one's high this time, 1-1. Fastball down the middle, lined in the center. This hit as Swiner's going to get Boyd home. 3-0 Buzzards as it's first and second still with none down. Next up, catcher Bern Oliver. He had his first career playoff hit last time up and his first career playoff at bat. It's 1 for 1. He now has active. Can he get it into the gap and score some more runs? Fastball's inside, ball 1. That one's high, 2-0. Get ready to rip it. Chased it inside, 2-1. Nice effort, though. Curveball middle away, skied into right center field. That is going to hang up. It's hit pretty deep. Bambino there makes the catch. Both runners tag. Swiner gets back to first. Worrymore will advance to third. Runners at the corners, 1 down now for rookie Class Diaz. Second baseman singled his first time up and also scored a run. Looking for his first career postseason RBI. Fastball down and away, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Heaters up and away high, 1-1. Forkball down and away, pop down the right field line. That's going to hang up for Bambino to make the catch, 2 down. Worrymore tagging will draw the throw, and he will get back to third. As that was a good throw from Bambino, he would have been out at the plate. First and third still with 2 down, and that'll bring up Winkelson 0 for 1. He flew out to the wall in center field last time up, which ended up being a double play when the runner couldn't get back to second in time, as we thought it was going to hit the wall. First fastball is inside, 0-1, as that's called strike. Fastball up and away, hitting the right field. That's going to hang up for Bambino to make the catch, and that will end the inning. What started promising only ends up with 2 runs for the Buzzards, but we still have a 3-0 lead. Bottom 3, Muddy Water, Kaiser, and Wheels do up against Hokie, 8, 9, and 1 for the Grapplers. Catcher Bryson Muddy Water is leading off the inning as the veteran in his 4th season here in the league, all of them with the Grapplers. Fastball down in the way is called strike. 0-1 as Hokie's already locked in. Slider up high, take him 1-1. Change it down and in is called a strike at the knees, 1-2. Fastball inside, chased it, strike 3. Second punch up for Hokie today, 1 down. Next up is Kaiser, the pitcher. Currently rattled there after taking the line drive to his nuts last inning. Fastball up, check swing strike, 0-1. Seamer up and away, line to second. Diaz there for it, makes the catch, 2 down. Base is empty for Wheels, he's 0 for 1 today. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. First pitch curveball down in the way is outside and low, 1-1, 1-0. Slider up and away, outside, 2-0. Change up and in, inside, 3-0. Seamer up and away. Driven by Wheels, foul on the left side, 3-1. Seamer down and in. Line to first, right at Macias, and that's going to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Hokie. To the 4th, we're still up 3-0. Daugherty, Macias, and Hokie. Bottom 3 do up here in the 4th. Leading off the inning, third baseman Miriam Daugherty. She singled in her first at bat, and then was stranded at thrown out at third base in the second inning. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball away, 2-0 the count. Fastball to knees, lined into left field as Daugherty cranks that power hit past the diving liner. That is her second hit today. She is 2 for 2. Next up is rookie Atticus Macias. He singled in a run in his first career at bat here in the postseason. He's 1 for 1 today. Curveball down and in, turned on by Macias. Hit pretty well, right center field. Going back, Bambino at the fence. It's off the top of the fence, in the nest. First career playoff home run for Atticus Macias as the rookie spark plug makes it a 5-0 game. 10th hit for Kaiser is a home run. Hokies up next. He 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored. Currently locked in. Bases empty, none down. Slider away, line at the middle. Willis there to make the catch. 1 out. Next up, shortstop Aka Boyd. 1 for 2 day for the rookie so far. Singled last time at the plate. Ball down at the knees, line at the middle. Base hit. Second hit for Boyd. He's 2 for 3 today. Up next, he singled a run his last time up. He was 1 for 2. Slider low, ball 1. Fastball up and in, popped left center field and shallow. Willis there to make the catch, 2 down. Next up, Buck Swiner, left fielder, singled in a run last time up. He was 1 for 2 today. He's also lined out to shortstop. Fastball up and in. Fastball middle away. Swiner cracks that deep to left field. He hit that pretty well. Back to the wall. It's off the fence and bounces away from the left fielder. That's going to be an RBI double for Swiner as Boyd scores. It is 6-0 Buzzards. Next up, Oliver. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Flew out to center field, right center fielders last time up. Fastball up and away is nowhere near the zone from Kaiser. Ball 1. Fastball middle of the plate, lined up the middle. That is a base hit. Swiner coming around third. He's going to try and score. Here comes the throw from Wheels. It is late. RBI single. It is 7-0 for the Buzzards, as that is the first career RBI for Burn Oliver in the playoffs. Kaiser's day is done after that last hit. He goes 3 2/3 innings, 13 hits surrendered with 7 earned runs given up. He got shellacked. Of course, the line drive to his nuts didn't help either, but he just was not ready for the playoffs today. And coming out of the bullpen is OG bullpen member for the Grapplers, right-hander Mac Gunn. Gunn in the regular season had a pretty down year, 1-0 with a 5.95 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP. He played in every game except one out of the bullpen, which is probably why his ERA is so high. He gave up 14 runs, 13 of them earned, 1 save recorded. He threw 19 2/3 innings, 19 hits surrendered, 3 of them homers. He walked 9 and struck out 15. Batting average against on the year is .257. Faced rookie Diaz is 1 for 2 today with a single. Chased fastball high, 0-1. Fastball from White, chopped on the ground to second. De La Cruz to first. That will end the inning. But the Buzzards get 4 more runs as we knock Kaiser out of the game. It is 7-0 to the bottom of the 4th. Got Sendez, Liner, and Bambino. Hard to line up here for the Grapplers. Got Sendez leading off, 1 for 1 today with a single. Fastball up and away. Check swing strike, 0-1. Change it down and in. That's fouled off, 0-2. Slider down and away. Low in the dirt, 1-2 the count. Curl down and in is in the dirt as well, 2-2. Super up and in. Swung through it, strike 3. Third punch out for Hokie today. 1 down, and that'll bring up Liner, who's 0 for 1. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Slider low, taken below the knees, ball 1. Curveball up and in. Liner turns on it, but fouls it back. 1-1. Play is chased below the knees. 1-2 the count. Change up and away. Outside. 2-2. Curveball down and in. Swung through it. Strike 3 as he's out in front of it. 4th punch out for Hokie. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Bambino. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch four-seamer down and in. Swung through it. 0-1. Slider up and away. Bambino fouls it back. 0-2 the count. Change it down. Chased foul. 0-2. Curveball middle in. Crushed deep to center field by Bambinos. That hung. Winkleson back to the warning track. Will make the catch, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 for Hokie. To the 5th, we're still up 7-0. Winkleson, Doherty, and Macias do up here against Matt Gunn. Winkleson leading off today. He's flown out twice. He's 0 for 2. Last time he flew out to right field. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball down and in line at the middle. That is a base hit. First career playoff hit for Winkleson. As the Wink is on to lead off the inning. He is 1 for 3 today. That'll bring up Doherty, who's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Fastball middle and blooped into right field shallow. Over the diving De La Cruz's glove. That is a base hit. First and second now, none down as Doherty's locked in at 3 for 3 today. That'll bring up Macias, who crushed a 2-run homer over the fence last time up in right center field. He's also singled in a run today. So far he's driven in 3 of our 7 runs. Can the rookie keep his hot hitting going? Fastball middle in is called strike. 0-1. Check swing low on the heater. The cutter this time. 1-1. Cutter away, caught the zone. 1-2 as K-Man activates for Gunn. Fastball up and in, chop to second. De La Cruz to second 1. Willis to first, double play. 2 down, runner at third now, and that'll bring up Hokie, who singled in his first at bat. He's 1 for 2. Popped out last time up. Fastball down and in. Hokie pushes it down the left field line again, but this time it hangs up for Cracker this time to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom 5, nothing doing for the Buzzards, but we're still up 7-0. Cracker, De La Cruz, and Willis do up against Hokie. There's Jack Cracker. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch change it down and in. Fouled off. 0-1. Slider middle away. Strike called. 0-2. Four-seamer down and away. Chopped in the hole to short. Boyd backhands it. Fires to first. 1 down. Nice play. Next up, De La Cruz. Zoom walked her first time up. And then was stranded on base in the second inning. This is fastball middle in. It's a check swing called strike. 0-1. Curveball down and away. Grounded up the middle. That is base hit. De La Cruz 1 for 1 today as that's her first hit. On for the second time today. She's on with 1 down, and that'll bring up Willis. 0 for 1 today. First pitch curveball down and in. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Receiver down and away. Swung through it. 0-2. Slider up and in. Swung through it. Strike 3. 4th punch. 5th punch out for Hokie today. 2 down, and that'll bring up Muddy Water. He's 0 for 1. Fastball away, outside, ball 1. Curveball down and in, chop back to the mound. Hokie makes the play to first, and that ends the inning. Another 0 on the board for Jude, who's only given up 2 hits through 5 innings. To the 6th, we're still up 7-0. Boyd, Worrymore, and Swiner do up against Gunn. Baca Boyd leading off the innings, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Still keeps both his traits active here against Gunn. Cutter away, caught the corner, 0-1. Fastball up, swung through it late, 0-2. Bat cutter middle in, 1 hopper to second. Good pick by De La Cruz, 1 out. Next up, Worrymore, 1 for 3 today with a single and an RBI today. Strike up and in on the heater, 0-1. Fastball middle in, chopper to short. Willis makes the play on a hop, 2 down. Next up is Buck Spiner. He's 2 for 3 today. He doubled in 2 runs last time up. He's doubled last time up scoring a run. He's also singled a run earlier in the game. Gun now locked in. Cutter inside, ball 1. Fastball middle in, line to center. That is going to hold up for Wheels, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Gunn. Bottom 6, Gunn is due to lead off, followed by Wheels and Godsendez against Hokie. Matt Gunn due to lead off. Pitcher's locked in here. Will they let him pitch? Let him hit? They will not. Coming off the bench, veteran left fielder Steve-O Reeves. First year for him with the Grapplers this season. First pitch changeup down in the way. Sky down the left field line, hooking into the corner. Spiner at the fence. Leaps out of his reach as it would have been a home run. Didn't sound like it off the bat though. 0-1. Force him up and in. High, ball 1. Slider middle in is line to third. Leaping Doherty. Nice catch by DDP. 1 down. Next up, Windy Wheels. 0 for 2 today for Windy at the top of the lineup. First pitch fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Curveball down and in. Swung through it. 1-1. Change it down the way. Chop foul. 1-2. Slider up and in. Chased it inside strike 3. 6 punch up for Hokie today. 2 down in the inning. Now we've got Sendez 1 for 2 with a single. Change it down and in is fouled back. 0-1. Slider down in the way. Chased and fouled off. 0-2. Force him up and away. Popped up to third. Doherty there. Makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Hokie. Quality start for Jude. He's got 6 shutout innings so far to start his day. Coming out of the bullpen to replace Reeves is left-hander Tucker Turlington. To the 7th, we're still up 7-0. Oliver Diaz and Winkelson do up. Oliver is leading off. Catcher 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and an RBI today for him. Here's a look at Turlington's numbers in the regular season. He was 2-0 with a 2.89 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. In his 12 appearances, he gave up 8 runs, 6 earned, 18 2/3 innings pitched, 16 hits surrendered, with one of them a homer. He hit 2 batters, walked 6, and struck out 13. His batting average against .232 on the year. Forkball at the knees, a strike called, 0-1. Slider inside, 1-1. Curveball down and in, fouled off by Oliver. Out of play, 1-2. Forkball below the knees, lined in the center, base hit for Oliver. He's now 3 for 4 today. Leadoff man on in the 7th for the Buzzards. Next up, second baseman Class Diaz. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. Fastball in there, 0-1. Outside heater, 1-1. Slider at the knees, bloop to center field. That's down for a hit. First 2 batters on in the 7th for the Buzzards. And up next, he singled last time he played. He is 1 for 3 today. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball up, fouled off on the right side, 1-1. Fastball up and in, fisted to first. Nice catch by Godsendez, 1 down. Doherty do up next. She's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. Currently locked in now. Specialist active for Turlington as that slider's in the dirt, ball 1. Well down in the way, line in the left field, that's a base hit. 4th hit for Doherty, she's 4 for 4. Bases loaded now with 1 down. Next up, Macias, rookie 2 for 3 today. He's hit a 2-run homer and singled in a run. Specialist working against him as well. Fastball high, ball 1. Forkball's outside, 2-0. Sees, winds up, turns on a slider, but pops it up behind first. Infield fly called. Godsend is there to make the catch. 2 down. Hokies up next. He's on fire now. 1 for 3 today with the single. Flew out to left field last time up. Specialist active again for Turlington. Curveball middle in, and he'll pop it up. Shallow right center. De La Cruz out for it. And that catch would be to end the inning as the Buzzards load the bases in the 7th but can't score off of Turlington. Bottom 7, Liner, Bambino, and Cracker. Hard to line up for the Grapplers against the on-fire Hokie. To be fair, he is the pitcher. That is, to be fair. Liner leading off. He is 0 for 2 today. Third baseman is tense currently. First pitch fastball away. Swung through it. 0-1. Curveball down and in. Check swing low. Called a strike again. It's quickly 0-2. Change up low. Chased it. Strike 3. 7th punch out for Hokie. 1 down. Next up, Bambino, right fielder, 0 for 2 today so far. First pitch slider up and away is outside, ball 1. Forcing it down and in his line foul as Bambino was late on it, 1-1. Curveball down and away, fouled off, 1-2. Change up and in, popped up, foul territory, out of play, 1-2. Seam up and away. Pop foul again out of play. We'll do it again. 1-2 remains the count here. Slider down and in. Grounder in the hole to short. Boyd backhands it in the hole and fires. In time to first. 2 down. Jack Cracker due up next. Left fielder's 0 for 2 today. First pitch fastball inside. Misses. Ball 1. Curveball middle away. Line to third over the diving dart. He's gloved. That is a base hit. First hit for Cracker today. He's 1 for 3 as that 2-out single keeps the inning alive here. For De La Cruz, who singled last time at the plate, she's also walked. So far, the only batter to reach base both times at the plate against Hokie. First pitch changeup away is outside. Ball 1. Forcing up and in. Fouled off. 1-1. Slider up and away. Fouled off again. 1-2 the count. Curveball middle in. Chopped in the hole to short. Cut off by Daugherty. She'll fire to first. In time, and that ends the inning as Hokie puts up another 0. He has 7 shutout innings here to start the day. To the 8th. We're still up 7. Top of the lineup up Boyd, Worrymore, and Swiner against Turlington. Rookie Baca Boyd leads off the inning. He's 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Loses his contact for his right-hander, and he has to deal with the specialist from Turlington. Forkball outside, ball 1. Fastball up and in, fouled off, 1-1. Fastball middle away, grounded to short, but it's right at Willis. 1 down. Next up, Worrymore. He's 1 for 4 today, single and an RBI today. Has contact for his left-hander active here for the first time today. Fastball up and in is high, ball 1. Fastball low, 2-0. Fastball up and away is popped foul behind the plate. Good diving effort by Muddy Water, but just out of reach, 2-1. Slider inside, 3-1. Slider down and in, strike call, full count as Whiffer activates now. Curveball at the knees, line to short, nice diving play by Willis, 2 down. Next up, Buck Swiner, 2 for 4 today. He's doubled in a run and singled in a run. Specialist active against him. Curveball middle in, line to right. Nice leaping play by De La Cruz, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Turlington. Bottom 8th, we're still up 7. Willis, Muddy Water, and Turlington do up. Shortstop Willis leading off, 0 for 2 today with 1 strikeout. Looking to find her way on base. First pitch fastball middle in. Grounded at the middle to short. Boyd over, cuts it off, fires to first, 1 down. Hokie back to on fire, and that'll bring up Muddy Water. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch curveball at the knees. Hung in the middle of the plate. That's going to be a single into right field. First hit for him. He's 1 for 3, and that'll bring the pitcher slot to the plate in Turlington. pinch hitter forthcoming is backup center fielder Marco DeMarco, another OG member of the lineup. First pitch curveball down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in. Grounded at the middle of the second. Diaz backhands, flips the second one. Boyd to first. 4-6-3 double play, and Hokie puts up another 0. 8 shutout innings for Hokie as we head to the ninth. Still up 7-0 as right-hander Jemmy Yago comes out of the bullpen. Oliver, Diaz, and Winkelson do up here as we look to get some more insurance runs. Oliver 3 for 4 today. He's got 3 singles and driven in a run today. Currently locked in. Yago's numbers in the regular season look like this. She was 2-0 in the regular season with a 2.13 ERA, which was the best out of the bullpen. She had a 1.26 whip, 3 earned runs given up in her 11 appearances, 12 2/3 innings pitched, 10 hits surrendered, 6 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Batting average against for her on the year was 2.22, also best out of the bullpen. Very solid year for Yago. I'm impressed by that. Fastball, but in is high, ball 1. Curveball inside, 2-0. Fastball middle of the way, line to second, right at De La Cruz, 1 out. Diaz up next, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Fastball down and in, lined at the middle, base hit for Diaz. He's 3rd hit today, he's 3 for 5. Next up, Winkelson, he is 1 for 4 today with a single. Sophomore takes a pitcher below the knees, ball 1.
Okay, he wants you.
Why does he need me? Popped up. Winkelson flies out the right field, 2 down, and that'll bring up Daugherty. 4 for 4 day for the 3rd baseman. Fastball down on the first pitch, chopped to second. That goes to first, that ends the inning. Nothing doing for us in the 9th. Bottom 9, top lineup up for the Grapplers. As Hokie looks for a complete game shutout. Wheels 0 for 3 today. Center fielder looking to break through here. First pitch slider at the knees, chopped back to the mound. Hokie to. Next up, Godsendez 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch 4-seamer up and away, popped up. Oliver in foul territory in front of the Buzzards dugout. Makes the catch, 2 down. Last chance for the Grapplers in game 1 is Liner. He's 0 for 3 and tense. Struck out twice today. First pitch curveball low in the dirt, ball 1. 4-seamer down and in, low, 2-0. Change up and in. Sky to right field. Warren, back a few steps to the warning track. Will make the catch. That's a 1-2-3 9th inning for Hokie. He throws a complete game shutout here in game 1 as the Buzzards win easily. 7-0 your final as we take game 1 on the road as the bottom seed in the playoffs. You love to see it. Big day for our offense. We got 19 hits and got 7 runs there in the middle innings and then just cruised to victory. Jude Hokie, on the other hand, gives up 4 hits, 1 walk on his route to a complete game shutout with 7 strikeouts. Everybody in our lineup got at least 1 hit, including Hokie. 3 RBIs for Macias today, 1 for Oliver, and 2 for Swiner, 1 for Worrymore as well. On the other side for the Grapplers, only 4 hits, which were for Godsendez, Cracker, De La Cruz, and Muddy Water. Jude Hokie, complete game shutout, 9 innings, 4 hits, a walk, 7 strikeouts given up. He improves to 1-0. Kaiser falls to 0-1. 3 2/3 for him, 13 hits, 7 earned runs, 1 home run, and a line drive to the nuts. Matt Gunn, Turlington, and Jemmy Yago each combined for 5 1/3 shutout innings at relief. Player of the game, Jude Hokie, gets the nod as he threw the complete game shutout, obviously. Following him is Macias, the rookie. He drove in 3 runs, 2 of them on a homer. Buckswiner went 2 for 5, driving in 2 runs as well. Well, that's a good start. Alrighty, so now let's see if we can take care of business in game 2 at home. Alrighty. Sim up to it here. Wild Pigs beat the Freebitters 9-2, so they knocked them out in the first round. Sirloins hang on to win 4-3, also knocking out the top-seeded Blowfish. Jacks win a pitcher's duel 2-1, so far, 3 sweeps. Let's make it 4. Pitching matchup for game 2 is this. For the Grapplers, it was their ace in the regular season, Brooklyn Gonzalez. And for us, it'll be right-hander PJ Andrews. We'll send the same lineup we sent at him in game 1. Just got to swap Doherty and Macias here from first to third. Let's get it on. Literally the exact same lineup. Alrighty, this is for hopefully all the marbles here. Apologies if I don't sound excited. We've been to the playoffs 3 separate times earlier in this series, and each time we've been eliminated in the first round, so I'm not going to be celebrating until we actually get the job done. We've been swept out twice, and our second time we won the first game and then lost the next 2, so pardon me if I don't want to, celebrate overly early here. Same starters here for the Grapplers in game 2, just in a slightly different order than the first game. Wheels, Cracker, and Godsend will lead it off here against PJ Andrews. Wheels was hitless in game 1, he went 0 for 4. Be the first batter to face Andrews today. PJ in the regular season went 1-2. He had a 9.45 ERA and a 2.05 WHIP, a very down year for the 5th-year vet. 21 earned runs given up in his 4 starts, totaling only 20 innings, so he averaged only 5 innings a start. 34 hits surrendered, one of them a homer. He threw 1 wild pitch, walked 7 and struck out 16. His batting average against .362 on the year. Lineup for the Grapplers is almost the exact same as game 1. The only change is Cracker and Liner have swapped positions, so Liner, who is 10th, will hit 5th, and Cracker will hit 2nd. Everything else is the exact same. First pitch fastball, middle in. Grounded to 2nd, right at Diaz. He'll make the play. 1 out. Bring up left fielder Jack Cracker, went 1 for 3 in the first game. First pitch 2-seamer away. Outside, ball 1. Slider down and in. Chop foul. 1-1. 4-seamer up and in. Swung through it. 1-2. Key man activates here for Andrews. Curveball in the dirt. Bounces 2-2. 2-seamer up and away. And Andrews once again gets nailed in the face. That's what happened in his last start of the regular season. That hit him right in the face, and that'll bring up Godsend. First baseman went 1 for 4 in the first game. No, it actually only got him in the chest, but it still hurts. Knocked the wind out of him. First pitch fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Curveball middle away, line to 3rd, over the diving Doherty. That's a base hit in the left. First and 2nd now with 1 down. Next up, Bambino with RBI man active for the first time this series. He went 0 for 4 in the over 3 in the first game. First pitch 2-seamer down and in. Grounded in the hole to left. That's a base hit. Base is going to be loaded here with back-to-back singles. Got to bring up Hackliner with RBI man. He went 0 for 4 in the first game though. Currently tense. First pitch curveball away. Strike called, 0-1. Seamer down and in. Grounding them to hold a second. Diving is Diaz. He'll make the stop. Gets it to first. 1 down. 2 down in the inning as the runner does score, though. It is 1-0 Grapplers. That is their first run in the series. Andrew's now tense. That'll bring up second baseman Zoom de la Cruz. She went 1 for 2 in the first game. She also drew a walk. First pitch 2-seamer up and in. Strike called. 0-1. 4-seamer up and away. Strike called. 0-2. Slider down and away. Outside. 1-2. Ball down and in. Check swing inside. 2-2. 4-seamer up and away. Outside. Full count. Payoff pitch. Liner in the hold a second. Diaz there. Makes the play to first. And that ends the inning. Grapplers, though, injure Andrews. Get 3 hits and drive in their first run of the game on the RBI ground out by Liner. 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Boyd, Worrymore, and Swiner do up against Brooklyn Gonzalez. Boyd leading off. Rookie went 2 for 5 in the first game. Both traits active here for him. He'll be the first batter to face Gonzalez. This is the first time we've faced Brooklyn here in the series. I think it's her 4th year in the league. No record in the, that's postseason, sorry. In the regular season, she went 0-1, had a 3.50 ERA and a 1.67 whip. In her 4 starts, she gave up 7 earned runs and only 18 innings pitched. So she averaged under 5 innings a start. It's about 4 1/3. 21 hits surrendered, one of them a homer. She gave up 9 walks and 13 strikeouts. Batting average against 280 on the year, and I apologize, that is 4.2 innings a start. Boyd ready, here we go. Cutter outside, misses, ball 1. Curveball away, skied into left field. That's going to go back to the shade. Cracker makes the catch, 1 out. Next up, Worrymore, batting 200 in the postseason. He went 1 for 5 in the first game with an RBI single. Change up low. Change up away, 2-0. So that's outside. Fastball away is chased, 2-1. Slider at the knees. Worrymore pulls it into the shade in the left field corner. Cracker again makes the catch, 2 outs. Next up, left fielder Buck Swiner. He went 2 for 5 in the first game, driving in 2 runs. Change up low, ball 1. Curveball down in the way is a strike call, 1-1. Curveball down and in, line through the middle. That is a base hit for Swiners. That will keep the inning alive here with 2 down. What? I'm not even doing anything. Diaz up next. Oliver up next. He went 3 for 5. First game driving in a run. Low 1-1. Chopped it down again to second. Doug Cruz the first, that ends the inning. To the second, 1-0 to score. 3 in the lineup for the Grapplers against the injured Andrews. Shortstop Alana Willis leading off over 3 in the first game. Fouled off 0-1. Slider low in the dirt, 1-1. So down the way, chased it 1-2. Off and in, fouled off 1-2. Fastball off and away. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Andrews, 1 down. Next up, catcher Muddy Water. Bryson 1 for 3 in the first game. Down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Curveball hangs. Line to right center. First one down. Over at the pitcher, Gonzalez. Fastball down and in. Bunt shown and pulled back. Strike called, 0-1. See the middle in. Bunt is down and foul, 0-2. In bunt pulled back, ball 1 high. Up and away. Bunt is up. Andrews there fields at the first, 2 down. Sacrifice successful. Ring up Wheels with the RBI chance. He's 0 for 1 today. Slider down and in. Fouled off, 0-1. Ball low in the dirt, 1-1. Down and in. Check swing strike, 1-2. 2-seamer away. Outside, 2-2. Slider in. Inside, full count now. Fastball down. Low ball 4. Second walk of the game for Andrews. 2 on, 1 down now. 2 on, 2 down for Cracker. He singled the line drive off of Andrews in his first at bat. He's also scored a run today. Andrews choosing with the knees. Line foul, 0-1. Down the way. Chop with the middle. Seeing eye single into center. Runner going for home. Here comes the throw from Winkelson. It is late. 2-0 Grapplers. First and third, 2 down for Godsendez. 1 for 1 today with a single. As Andrews is now tense as well. Ball away, outside, ball 1. Fastball middle up, ripped into the corner in left field. That's a fair ball. RBI double for Godsend as it is 3-0. 2 on, 2 down for Bambino, 1 for 1 with a single. RBI man active as well. First pitch curveball down in the dirt, ball 1. In the way, fouled off, 1-1. Slider down and in, chop foul, 1-2. 2-seamer up and away, outside, 2-2. 4-seamer up and in, high, full count. Slider down and away, chased it, strike 3. Second punch up for Andrews, and that ends the inning. Grapplers tack on 2 more runs, though. It is 3-0 to the bottom of the second. Diaz, Winkelson, and Doherty do up against Gonzalez. Diaz leading off, second baseman 3 for 5 in the first game. Curve early, high, ball 1. Cutter inside the strike. 1-1. Curveball caught the outside corner, 1-2. Slider down, grounded to short, easy play for Willis. 1 down. Winkleson up next, 1-5 in the first game. Good ball high, ball 1. Cutter in there, 1-1. Fastball down and in, strike 1 and 2. Fastball in, line to third, 2 down. Next up, Doherty, 4 for 5 day in the first game. Fastball strike called, 0-1. Fastball low, 1-1. Chased it outside, 1 and 2. Cutter up, chased, popped to short. 1-2-3 inning for Gonzalez. To the third, it's 3-0 still. Minor, De La Cruz, and Willis do up. Minor of 1 today, and RBI ground out his first time up. First pitch to him, curveball down and away. Strike call, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away. High, 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Foul off, 1 and 2. Faced it inside, strike 3. Third punch out for Andrews. 1 down, and that'll bring up De La Cruz over 1. Slider up and away. Driven to right field, hit pretty well. Wormore back a few steps. Makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, Willis, 0-1 day. Four-seamer at the knees. Driven to right field as well. Wormore back a few steps. Makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Andrews, his first today. Bottom 3, we're still down 3-0. Macias, Andrews, and Boyd do up. Rookie Atticus Macias leads off the inning. First baseman went 2 for 4 in the first game. He had a 2-run homer and a RBI single. Giving the team leading 3 runs. This takes the slider below the knees. Ball 1. Gonzalez now locked in after 2 shutout innings. Slider outside, 2-0. Slider at the knees, chased it in the dirt, 2-1. Changed away, pulled foul, 2-2. Fastball but in line through the middle, base hit for Macias. His first hit today, he's 1 for 1. Leadoff man on here for Andrews, who will probably bunt him over here. Infield in for the bunt. Bunt is up. Foul ball, 0-1. Bunt is down, that's fair this time. Sacrifice successful as Macias into scoring position with 1 down. Next up, Baca Boyd, rookie 0-1 today. Fastball down, change it down and then pulled foul, 0-1. Swing through slider, 0-2. Chased it outside, strike 3. First punch out for Gonzalez, 2 down. Next up, Wormore, he's 0-1 today. Curveball low in the dirt, 1-0. Cutter high, 2-0. Cutter in there away, 2-1. Change of pulled foul, 2-2 now as Whiffer activates. Fastball up, grounded to short. Willis to first, and that will end the inning as we fail to score once more. And Wormore is now tense. To the 4th, we're still down 3-0. Muddy Water, Gonzalez, and Wheels do up. Muddy Water 1 for 1 today with a single. Two-seamer up, fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer up, fouled off into the seats, out of play. Or out of reach of Swiner, 0-2. Slider down and in. Grounded to second, right at Diaz. 1 down. Next up, Gonzalez. Sack bunter first time up, so no official at bat today. First pitch, four-seamer inside, misses, ball 1. Curveball up and away. High, 2-0. Fastball down the middle, driven by Gonzalez to left center field. Winkleson going over in the gap, back to the fence, makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, Wheels, he walked last time up, he's 0-1 today. First pitch slider down and in is inside, ball 1. Fastball Fastball middle in. Line at the middle, base hit. First hit today for Wheels. He's 1 for 2, and that'll keep the inning alive. Cracker, who's 2 for 2 today. He singled in a run last time up. He's also lined a single off of Andrews' body. First pitch to him, curveball away. Runner goes. It's outside. Throw down by Oliver is late. First steal of the playoffs for Windy Wheels. He's 1 for 1. Fastball at the letters. Line to short. Boyd does not leap in time. That's in the gap to left center. Off the diving Winkelson. That's going to be an RBI double for Cracker. It is 4-0 Grapplers. He's now locked in as Andrews is tense again, and that'll bring up Godsenda as 2 for 2 today. Doubled last time up. He's also doubled in a run last time up. He's also singled. He's 2 for 2. Slider away. Line to second. Diaz there on the backhand makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Grapplers get another run as it's 4-0 here to the bottom of the 4th. Heart of our lineup coming up, though. Swiner, Oliver, and Diaz look to break through against Gonzalez. Leading off is Buck Swiner. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Curveball low, ball 1. Change up away, strike call, 1-1. Slider middle in, hitting the hole to short. Backhanded by Willis. She'll make the throw in time, 1 down. Next up, Oliver. He's 0 for 1 today with a pop out. Fastball high, 1-0. Fastball high again, 2-0. Low, 3-0. Inside cutter caught the zone, 3-1. Slider's outside, ball 4. First walk today for Gonzalez as Oliver reaches with 1 down. That'll bring up Diaz. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Slider at the knees, a strike, 0-1. Fastball away, lined at the middle on the ground. De La Cruz makes the diving stop. No play at second. She'll go to first on the fielder's choice. 2 down. RBI chance, though, for Winkelson. He's 0 for 1. Slider at the knees, a strike, 0-1. Fastball up swung late, 0-2. Out in front of the changeup, strike 3. Second punch out of the game for Gonzalez, and that ends the inning. As again, we fail with a runner in scoring position. We're down 4-0. Bambino, Liner, and De La Cruz due up. Here's Bambino, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch to him, a slider down and away. Outside, 1-0. Fastball down and in is low, 2-0. Two-seamer middle in. Strike called, 2-1. Curveball up and away. Outside, 3-1. Two-seamer down and away. Strike called, full count. Two-seamer up and in. Called. Ball 4. Second walk for Andrews today. Leadoff man on, and that'll bring up Liner 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out. First pitch curveball at the knees. Slow, 1-0. Receiver down in the way. Line down the ground into right field. First hit of the playoffs for Liner. First and second now to start the inning. De La Cruz up next. She's 0 for 2 today. First pitch slider middle in. Check swing strike, 0-1. Two-seamer down in the way. Check swing strike, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in. Chased it high, strike 3. Punch out for Andrews. 1 down as he's back to neutral, and that'll bring up Willis. He's 0 for 2 intense today. Curveball down in the way. Outside, 1-0. Two-seamer down in the way. Line at the middle. Boyd dives just past him into center field. Runner comes around third. Throw from Winkelson is close, but it's late. RBI single for Willis. That's her first hit in RBI of the playoffs. 5-0 Grapplers. Muddy Water up next, 1 for 2 today with a single. First slider is low, ball 1. Fastball down and in is inside, 2-0. Two-seamer inside, 3-0. Four-seamer up and away, strike called, 3-1. Slider middle in, chop foul, full count. Two-seamer down in the way, lined at the middle, another base hit. Runner holds at third, base is loaded now with 1 down for the pitcher Gonzalez. 0 for 1 today with a fly out and a sac bunt. Fastball low, taken, ball 1. Two-seamer up and in, strike called, 1-1. Ball up and in, line to right field, Warnymore in, that's down for a base hit. 6-0 Grapplers. Andrew's done after 4 1/3 innings. Wheels due up next, 1 for 2, single and a walk today. Andrews 4 1/3 innings, 12 hits, 2 walks, 6 earned runs, like 4 strikeouts. 6 earned runs given up so far today. Took a line drive to the chest. He just didn't have another good day, just like in the regular season. We're going to pinch hit for him. Coming off the bench, it's going to be mop-up man Marshall Cuevas, who will get to come in. In the regular season, Cuevas went 1-0. He had a 3.09 ERA and a 1.37 WHIP. 8 appearances. He recorded 2 saves, gave up 4 earned runs. Got injured in his last appearance in the regular season finale when he took a line drive to the chest. But other than that, pitched really well. 11 2/3 innings pitched, 2 walks, 1 homer given up, 10 strikeouts. Batting average against .292 in the regular season. Looking to get out of a bases loaded jam here in the 5th. First pitch changeup down the way is a ball outside. Slider down low, 2-0. Four-seamer down and in, strike called, 2-1. Slider down and away, grounded the second in the hole. Diaz the second 1, Boyd to first, late, fielder's choice, ground out, 7-0. Run charge to Andrews, and then a ramp Cracker, 3 for 3 today. He's doubled and singled twice, driving in 2 runs. Four-seamer up and in is high, ball 1. Change it down and away. Chopped up the middle, base hit for Cracker. He's now 4 for 4. Runner going to third will be safe. It is 8-0 Grapplers. That run is also charged to Andrews. First and third, 2 down for Godsendez. He's 2 for 3 today. Double single and an RBI as Cuevas is tense. Slider down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer middle away. Grounded to third. Doherty dives, makes the stop. Fires the first in time to end the inning, but the Grapplers busted open and doubled their lead. It is 8-0 to the bottom of the 5th. Doherty, Macias, and Cuevas due up. At this point, it looks like we're going to Game 3, and that does not make me feel good. Doherty leads off 0 for 1 today. Curveball inside. Fastball inside, 2-0. Slider outside, 2-1. Curveball hangs into the gap, right center field it goes. Doherty will have extra bases for our first extra base hit of the game. It'll be a leadoff double. That's a good way to start it off. Next up is Macias. Rookie's 1 for 1 today with a single. Cutter inside, ball 1. Fastball up, grounder to third. Doherty dekes liner, and she'll get to third on the play. 1 out. Gotta bring up Cuevas. Currently tense, but he'll get to bat here. Change it down and in, line to third. Liner makes the catch on the backhand. Of course he does. 2 down. Gonna bring up Boyd with the RBI chance. He's 0 for 2 today. Fastball outside a strike, 0-1. Struck out swinging the last time up. On that pitch right there, that changeup, that's outside, 1-1. Fastball put in, 1 hopper to short. Nice diving play by Willis. Fires the first. In time to end the inning, and despite the leadoff double, the Buzzards again fail to score with runners in scoring position. To the 6th, we're down 8-0. Bambino, Liner, and Dela Cruz due up. Here's Bambino, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk today. First fastball at the knees, lined up the middle, base hit. And around the horn we go again. Leadoff man on, and that'll bring up Liner, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Slider up and away, fouled off, 0-1. Change it down and in, low, 1-1. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 1-2. Slider up and in, high, 2-2. Change it down and in, line to third, right at Doherty, makes the catch, 1 out. Next up, Dela Cruz. She's 0 for 3 today. There's a fastball up and in. Popped up to second. Diaz there. He will make the catch. 2 down. Next up, Willis. 1 for 3. RBI single last time at the plate. First pitch slider middle away is outside. Ball 1. Morrissey down in the way. Line to second. Diaz there to make the catch. That ends the inning as Cuevas puts up a 0. Bottom 6. It's still 8-0 though. Worrymore, Swiner, and Oliver due up as we need to come alive now if we want to make this competitive. Worrymore's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out last time up. That's why he's tense. Slider low. Ball 1. Slider low. 2-0. Cutter down in the way. Lined into right center field. That's going to hang up though for Wheels to run it down. 1 out. Next up, Swiner, 1 for 2 today with a single. Strike in there, 0-1. Check swing in the dirt. Good take on the curve, 1-1. Curveball hangs, that's lined in the center. Swiner capitalizes for his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 3. 4th hit today for us total. Next up, Oliver, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Fastball down and then a strike, 0-1. Curveball outside, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, popped up by Oliver into center field. Wheels in there to make the catch, 2 down. Next up, Diaz, rookie's 0 for 2 today. Fastball down the middle, Diaz hits it in the right field. Bambino going back, he will make the catch, and that will end the inning. To score to the 7th. We're still down 8-0. Muddywater, Gonzalez, and Wheels do up against Cuevas in his 3rd inning of work. Muddywater 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Slider down and in. Low, ball 1. Up and in, strike, 1-1. Change it down in the way is low, 2-1. Fastball up and away is outside, 3-1. Slider down and in. Check swing strike. Full count. Change him up and in. Line to center. Base hit for Muddywater. His 2nd hit today. He's 2 for 3. He's locked in, and that'll bring up Gonzalez. RBI single last time up. She's 1 for 2. Cuevas tense. Fastball bunt shown. Cuevas off for it. Bare hands to first. 1 down. Sacrifice again successful. He's up Wheels 1 for 3. Single walk and an RBI today. He's also scored a run and stolen a base. Let's change it down in the way. Check swing low. 1-0. Up and in is high. 2-0. Slider inside. Misses inside. 3-0. Fastball away. Skied to center field. Winkelson back a few steps. Calls for it. Makes catch 2 down. Runner tagging for 3rd. Throw from Winkelson is late. Cuevas back to neutral, and that'll bring up Cracker, who's 4 for 4. He has singled 3 times and doubled, driving in 3 of the 8 grappler runs. Fastball up. Strike called, 0-1. Change away. Outside, 1-1. Slider middle in. Liner into left field. That's a dump single. 5th hit today for Cracker, and his 4th RBI. It is 9-0 Grapplers. Godsenda's up next. 2 for 4. RBI double and a single today. First pitch slider down and in is low. Ball 1. Seamer down in the way. Fouled off. 1-1. Changeup hangs. Godsendas kills that into the bullpen in right field. His first homer of the playoffs. It is 11-0 Grapplers. Yep, that was a mistake pitch, and I knew it. Now this game's over. We have to go to Game 3, and I'm pissed because I don't want to go to Game 3. We always lose. Bambino up next. 2 for 3. 2 singles and a walk. Fastball up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Slider up and away. High. 1-1. Change it down and in. Inside. 2-1. Receiver down and away. Chased it 2-2. Slider middle in. Line to second. Diaz leaps over his glove, and that's another base hit. Gets under Warriemore's glove into the gap, and that's going to be extra bases for Bambino. He's going to get a 2-out triple. Liner up next, 1-for-4, single and an RBI today. Fastball at the knees, grounded to first, right up to Macias. That's going to end the inning finally. Let the Grapplers get 3 more runs. It is 11-0 to the bottom of the 7th. Winkelson, Doherty, Macias, and the pitcher slot due up. Winkelson 0 for 2 today. He's currently tense. Fastball middle of the plate. He'll sky that to center field, but guess what? It's going to go right to that bitch Wheels. 1 out. Next up, Doherty, 1 for 2 with a double. Slider away, 0-1. Change away, grounded to short. Easy play for Willis. 2 down. Next up, Macias, 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball inside, 1-0. Slider in there, 1-1. Fastball down and in, grounded to second. Easy play for De La Cruz, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Gonzalez. To the 8th, we're down 11-0. De La Cruz, Willis, and Muddy Water due up. De La Cruz 0 for 4 today. Cuevas will be double switched off. We're going to bring in the veteran Bale Bozer, the left-hander. We'll take out Macias. And we're going to bring in Ed Manning. He'll play third base, and Doherty will slide over to first. Bozer making his postseason debut this year. In the regular season, he went 2-0 with a 2.08 ERA and a 1.38, but that's base. Bozer 1-1, 7.07 ERA and a 1.79 WHIP. He gave up 11 earned runs in 11 appearances, 1 save recorded, which was with us. 14 innings pitched, 19 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer, 1 hit batsman, 6 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Batting average against 317 was the worst out of the bullpen. First pitch fastball up and in is a strike, going 1. Screwball down and the way is low on the check swing, 1-1. Change of middle in, strike called, 1-2. Slider up and away, got off, 1-2. Forcing up and in, grounder to first, right at Doherty, she'll make the play herself, 1 out. Next up, Willis, 1 for 4, single and an RBI. Slider down and away, grounded in the hole to short. Nice diving play by Boyd to make the stop. Gets up and fires. In time, 2 down. Next up, Muddy Water, 3 for 4 today with 3 singles. Specialist active here. Change it down and in. The first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and away is high, 1-1. Seamer up. Struck swing strike, 1-2. Screwball down and away. Check swing outside, 2-2. Fastball middle in, popped up shallow left field. Boyd going out, dives out of his reach, that's a base hit. 4th hit for Muddy Water, he's 4 for 5, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Gonzalez. 2 sack bunts today, she's also 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. But she will be pinch hit for by backup center fielder Marco DeMarco, who went 0 for 1 in pinch hit opportunity in game 1. Specialist active for Bozer. First pitch screwball inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball down in the way is low, 2-0. Slider up. Check swing strike, 2-1. Four-seamer up and away, swung through it, 2-2. Change it down and in. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Bozer, and that ends the inning. Coming out of the bullpen, Jimmy Yago, as she'll take over in the 8th inning. Bottom 8, we're down 11. Manning, Boyd, and Warriemore due up first. Ed Manning, the third baseman, getting his first postseason at bat of his career as he leads off the inning. Facing Yago, who threw a scoreless inning in the first game, giving up only a hit. Fastball in there, 0-1. In there, 0-2 as Kamen activates. Fastball inside, bloop to first, easy catch for Godsendez, 1 out. Boyd up next, rookie's 0 for 3. Fastball away, driven down the left field line. That is a fair ball as it's into the corner. I half expected that to be foul. It is a 1-out double for the rookie. Next up, Warriemore. He's 0 for 3 today in tense. We're going to let him bat here, I think. Fastball up, 1 hopper to second. De La Cruz gets a run. Why are you getting him in a rundown? Like, why? Can't I just have one run? Fuck you, game. 2 down. Swiner up next, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Fastball put it in, grounded up the middle base hit. Third hit for Buck today. One of our few bright spots. He's 3 for 4. First and second, 2 down. Gotta bring up Oliver 0 for 2 with the walk and RBI man active here. Fastball up and away high, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, fouled off. 1-1. Fastball up and in, chopped up the middle, therefore Willis. And again, we fail to score with runners in scoring position. To the 9th, it's 11-0. Wheels, Cracker, God send us 2 up. Wheels 1 for 4, single walk and an RBI today. Specialist active, slider on the first pitch line to second. Nice catch by Diaz on the leap, 1 out. Cracker up next, 5 for 5 day for this bastard. Change up at the knees on the first pitch. Driven to right center field. He's about to make it 6 for 6 as that's going to 1 hop to the wall. Another double for Cracker, his second today. That bastard is 6 for 6. Next up, God send us 3 for 5. He's a triple shy of the cycle. He had a 2-run homer last time up. Screwball up and in is inside. Ball 1. Slider low. Taken 2-0. Receiver up. Driven to left center field. Hit pretty well. God send us just hit his second homer of the game. It is 13-0. I just want this game to be over now. Next up, Gambino, 3 for 4. He tripled last time up. He singled twice and walked. Bows are now tense. Change up at the knees. Chopped up the middle. Diaz there. Fires to first. 2 down. Next up, liner, 1 for 5. Single and an RBI. Fastball high. Slider hangs. Fouled off. Screwball down and in. 1 hopper to second. Diaz makes the play to first. That ends the inning, but the Grapplers get 2 more runs on the home run by Godsendes, his second of the game. 13-0 to the bottom of the 9th. Diaz, Winkelson, and Doherty due up. Diaz 0 for 3 today. Digaforto comes on to play first base as a defensive change. Pass down and in, 0-1. High heater, 1-1. Fastball down the middle. Diaz rips that to the gap right center field. He'll split them, and that'll be extra bases for the rookie. His first hit today is 1 for 4. It's a double. Next up, Winkelson 0 for 3 today. Intense. Fastball high, 0-1. 1-0. Cutter up and away. Sky to right center field. That's going to hang up for Bambino. 1 down. Again, we're still hitless with runners in scoring position. Next up, Doherty, 1 for 3 with the double. Swung through it down the middle, 0-1. Fastball up, grounded is short. 2 down. Last chance, Bozer. We're pinch hitting for him. Coming off the bench will be second baseman Nathaniel Hurls with Powers right-hander, his first at bat of the postseason. Curveball at the knees, hurls the Sky to left center field, but that'll hang up for Wheels to make the catch. And we go hitless with runners in scoring position, about 0 for 10. As we finish 13-0, we lose game 2. So it's a split so far. One team has done all the scoring in both appearances. I don't even want to look at these, so fuck them. Andrews got hurt, and that's basically was the catalyst for us getting fucked today. Godsendes hit 2 homers, fuck him. Cracker had 6 hits, fuck him. And Gonzalez pitched well, fuck her. And with that, we have to go to Game 3. We're the only series going to a third and final game, because everybody else got to sweep their series and have a good time. All these flashbacks are coming back. We've lost in the first round each of the first 3 times. I can't do this again, guys. I really can't. Pitching matchup for Game 3 is for us going to be second-year Southpaw Emily Bonventre, and for the Grapplers, it is the veteran right-hander Lover Kim, who led the team in strikeouts in the regular season. Lineup we'll use for Game 3 will look like this. Boyd to lead off at short, Willymore in right is tense, then Swiner in left, Oliver behind the dish will bat 4th, Diaz bats 5th at 2nd, Doherty in at 1st, we'll swap her with Macias, Doherty will be at third. Macias bats seventh at first. Winkleson down to the 8th slot, tense in center. And Bonventre will bat number 9. Here we go again. Remember my lack of enthusiasm coming in for Game 2? That loss was why. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Because this game just wants to make this team suffer. We can't get out of the first round, apparently. I know we can do it. We have the team to do it. We just need a break to go our way. Hopefully that happens here in Game 3. Winner take all. Let's get it on. God, this is demoralizing. I can't do this again. I really can't. Rookie Baca Boyd leads off, shortstop hitting .333 on the year in the postseason. Kim in the regular season, here are his numbers. He went 1-1 with a 2.42 ERA, best in the team. Best in the starting rotation, I should say. 0.88 whip, best on the team. 7 earned runs given up in his 4 starts, totaling 26 innings. So he threw about 6 1/3 innings to start. 11 hits surrendered, 2 of them homers. He threw 1 complete game shutout. 12 walks given up with 26 strikeouts for the team lead. Batting average against was a measly 125, best on the team again. Here we go. Pass without an end line to left on the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. It's a first 1 out of the game. Roymore up next. He's 10, hitting only 1 for 9 in the series. 1 RBI. Slider in there, 0-1. Fastball down the middle, skied to right field. That's going to hang up, though, for Bambino on the warning track. 2 down. Next up, Swiner, hitting 5 for 9 in the postseason with 2 RBIs. Low ball 1. Curveball in there, 1-1. Curveball middle in line to second. Nice catch by De La Cruz. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 1, Wheels Cracker Godsend due up against the left-hander Bonventre. Wheels 1 for 9 in the series with 1 RBI. He's also got a stolen base to his credit. Bonventre's numbers in the regular season: she went 3-1, a 4.50 ERA, and a 1.23 WHIP. 4 appearances, she gave up 13 earned runs, 26 innings pitched, so just over 6 1/3 innings to start. 24 hits surrendered, 3 of them homers, 8 walks, 1 wild pitch, 20 strikeouts. Batting average against .240. Cutter down and away is low ball 1. Lineup for the Grapplers is almost the exact same as Game 2. It's Wheels, Cracker, Godsendez, Bambino, Liner, De La Cruz, DeMarco getting the start in center field, and Muddy Water still behind the dish. Well down and in. Turned on and fouled. High. Check swing inside, 2-2. Ball low, in the dirt. Full count, pitch coming. Cutter up. Strike called at the letters on the cutter, 1 down. Next up, Cracker. He went 6 for 6 last game. Hitting 7 for 9 in the series with 4 RBIs. He's currently locked in. 2-seamer away, lined up the middle, make it 7 for his last, actually 8 for his last 8 if you go back to Game 1. He's got a hit in the spinal bat of that game. He's now 8 for 10 in the series, and that'll bring up Godsendez. 4 for 8, he had 2 homers last game. He's driven in 5 runs. Curveball middle in, skied to right, Warrior there. Makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, right fielder Joven Bambino, hitting 3 for 8 in the series. Seamer up and away, strike called. Slider down and in, inside, 1-1. Cutter up and in, inside, 2-1. Curveball low, chop back to Bonventre, fires to first in time, that ends the inning. So the second, we're scoreless. Oliver, Diaz, and Doherty do up. Catcher Bern Oliver's hitting 3 for 8 in the postseason. He's got 1 RBI all the way back in game 1. Fastball away, 0-1. Low, 1-1. Fastball up and in line to center. That is a base hit. First hit for Oliver today. Diaz, 4 for 9 in the postseason so far. Strike in there. Low. Fastball inside, Sky to left. That hangs up for Wheels, 1 down. Next up, Doherty hitting 556. 5 for 8 in the postseason. 1-2 the count. Fastball down and in, grounded to second. That'll be a double play ball, and that's going to end the inning. Yep, DDP hits another one. Bottom 2, we're scoreless. Liner leads off, 1 for 10 in the 1 for 10 in the postseason with an RBI. Fastball line to second, 1 out. Next up, Dela Cruz, 1 for 7 in the postseason, currently tense. Ball low. Cutter foul. 2-seam in the middle in, grounded up the middle, base hit for Dela Cruz. Speedster on with a 1-out single. He's back to neutral, now to bring up center fielder Marco DeMarco, who's 0 for 2 in the postseason. He's pinch hit twice, failing to get on base both times. Curveball down in the way. Strike caught at the knees, 0-1. We got first, nothing doing. Cut up and away. Sky to left. Swiner back a few steps, calls for it. Makes the catch, 2 down. Brings a Muddy Water catcher hitting 6 for 8 in the postseason. Or no. 6 for 9 in the postseason, sorry. It might be 5 for 8, I'm not sure. Currently locked in, though. Got off, 0-1. Fire down in the way. Outside, throw down is late. Stolen base for Dela Cruz, her first of the postseason. 1 for 1. Up, swung through it, 1-2. Cut her up, chased, and fouled off. Down in the way, chopped up the middle, knocked down by Bonventre, fires the first in time, that ends the inning. Scoreless through 2 to the third. Macias, Winkelson, and Bonventre do up. Ow. Rookie Macias up next. First baseman is 4 for 9 in the postseason with a 2-run homer and an RBI single. Strike call, the cover Kim locked in. Low. Curveball away, 2-1. Curveball down and in, bloop to right. Hangs up for Dela Cruz, 1 out. Next up, Winkelson, who's only hitting 1 for 9 in the postseason, currently tense. Fastball up, chased at 0-1. Fastball up, line to right. Nice catch by Cracker on the lead, 2 down. This is Bonventre, 2 down, nobody on. First bat of the postseason for her. Chased at 0-1. Chased at that time, 0-2. Pulled foul. Curveball down and in, fouled off again. We'll do it again. Curveball down and in, Bonventre lines it to the gap, right center field. That's going to split them. That'll be extra bases for the pitcher. That show up the first hit of the game for the Buzzards with a 2-out double. Good hitting from the pitcher to extend the inning as she's locked in now. That'll bring up Boyd, who's 0 for 1. Getting the rookie come through. Feet outside, ball 1. Fastball middle in, turned on and hit down the right field line, hooking foul. And Bino does not get there, 1-1. Fastball up and away, hitting the hole to short. Liner there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom 3, still scoreless. Kim, Wheels, and Cracker do up. Here's the pitcher Kim. He's locked in, facing the locked in Bonventre. Fastball away, strike called. Cutter down, chop foul. 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Chased to strike 3. Second punch out for Emily today. 1 down. Next up, Wheels 0-1. Curveball down in the way. Low, ball 1. He's currently tense now. Cutter at the knees. Chop to third. Doherty charges, bare hands, and fires. In time, 2 down. Next up, Cracker 1-for-1 with a single. He's 8 for his last 8 at the plate. Fastball away. Strike called. 0-1. Slider down and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Cutter inside. Line down the right field line. Fair. Foul ball, actually. Sorry. 0-2. Ball down and away. Check swing in the dirt. 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Chased it. Strike 3. Third punch up for Emily, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3. To the 4th. We're still scoreless. Warrimore, Swiner, and Oliver due up. Winner take all game 3 of this series. Whoever wins advances to round 2. Whoever loses is out. Warrimore 0-for-1 today. Flew out his first time up. We won game 1 of this series 7-0. Grapplers won game 2 13-0. So, bit of extremes for both clubs. High, ball 1. Fastball to knees, grounded to first. Nice diving play by Cracker in the hole. Flips it to Kim, drops it. E1 as Warrimore reaches. Might be the momentum we need. Next up, Swiner 0-for-1. Kim no longer locked in. Strike called. Chop to second. This could be another double play. It is. 2 down. Next up, Oliver 1-for-1 with a single. Strike in there at the knees. Chased it inside, broken bat, foul though. What? That was clearly foul on my screen. Screw you, game. Bottom 4 were scoreless. Line to center, Winkleson in, slides, makes the catch. 1 out, nice play. It's the Bambino 0-for-1. Slider away, strike called. Seamer inside, 1-1. Seamer up and away, strike called, 1-2. Slider down and in, inside, 2-2. Seamer at the knees, fouled off. Cutter up and away. Driven left center field, Swiner going over in the gap. Runs it down, 2 outs. Next up, Liner 0-for-1. Two-seamer middle in. Line to left, Swiner coming on. Gets there, and that's going to make the catch on the liner to end the inning. 1-2-3 to the 5th. We're scoreless still. Diaz, Doherty, and Macias due up. Diaz leading off. Rookie's 0-for-1 today. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in. Diaz hits it to center, but he just missed it. DeMarco there, 1 down. Next up, Doherty, 0-for-1. Grounded into a double play her first time up. Strike called, 0-1. Slider low, 1-1. Slider at the knees, line to left center. That's going to split the gap and be all the way to the walls. Doherty's going to have extra bases here. With the 1-out double, she's 1-for-2. Next up, Macias. He's 0-for-1 today. Rounded out his first time up. Lined out to his first time up. Slider in the dirt. Bat fall up, line to left. It's going to go right to Wheels, though. 2 down. That'll bring up Winkleson. He's 0-for-1 today. Blew out his first time up. He's 0-for-1. Fastball down and then a strike. 0-1. Curveball at the knees, lined at the middle on the ground. Base hit into center. That's going to be a single. Doherty will hold at third. Runners at the corners with 2 down. For Bonventre, who doubled her first time up. She is 1-for-1. Pitcher locked in, looking to break it open with some runs. Come on. We're due. Curveball up and away, lined at the middle, off the diving liner. That's a base hit, and Bonventre has the run. It is 1-0. And that is our first hit in our last 11 attempts with runners in scoring position. That's dating back through all of Game 2. That feels good. Void up next is 0 for 2 as Kim is now tense, looking to bust it open even more here in the 5th. Fastball away, he'll hit it off the end of the bat to left field. Wheels is there, makes the catch to end the inning. Still, we're on the board thanks to Bonventre's second hit of the game, an RBI single, 1-0 to the bottom of the 5th. De La Cruz, DeMarco, and Muddy Water due up. There's De La Cruz, 1 for 1 with a single today. First pitch to her, curveball down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Up and away. Driven to right center field, hit pretty well. Warning more to the warning track. Will make the catch, 1 out. Next up, DeMarco, he's 0 for 1. First pitch cutter up. Driven by DeMarco to left center field. I think he just missed it. Swiner to the warning track in left center. Makes the catch, 2 outs. Next up, Muddy Water, 0 for 1. First pitch cutter middle of the plate. Grounder to third. Daugherty there. Fires to first, 1-2-3 inning. Bonventre through the 5th. To the 6th, it's still 1-0. Warriemore, Swiner, Oliver, due up. Heart of the lineup, looking to break it up. Warriemore 0 for 2 today. He reached on an error last time up and then was erased on a double play ground out. Kim back to neutrals. That curveball's inside. Ball 1. Fastball middle in, lined up the middle. Base hit for Warriemore, and that is his first hit since Game 1 of the series. He's now 1 for 3 today and back to neutral. Kim now tense again, and that'll bring up Swiner, who hit into the double play last time up. He's 0 for 2. Fastball down and in, chopped under the glove of the pitcher. De La Cruz has a fielder's choice. She'll have to go to first, 1 out. Runner in scoring position for Oliver with 1 down. His RBI man activates. He is 1 for 2 today with a single. Broken back ground out to third. Last time up as that one's high. That one's also high, 2-0. We're going to wind up and crank one. Chased it outside, grounder to first. Cracker there takes it himself, 2 down as Warriemore gets the third. 2 out RBI chance for the rookie Diaz. He's 0 for 2. Go out the center last time up as that one's outside, 1-0. Down and in low and inside, 2-0. Fastball away, grounder to first. Cracker makes the play, takes it himself, and that ends the inning as we fail to score. To the 6th, it's 1-0. Kim, Wheels, and Cracker due up. There's Kim, he's 0 for 1 today. He'll be pinch hit for after only 5 innings of work. 6 innings of work. It is a quality start for him, though, giving up only 1 earned run. Coming out of the bullpen is backup catcher. Coming out bullpen, Jesus Christ. I mean, she could have been out there warming him up. Who knows? Backup catcher Marla Moore is up as Bonventre's on fire here. Fastball up high, ball 1. Moore's first bat of the postseason here. Curveball down in the way, low, 2-0. Cutter down in the way, outside, 3-0. Two-seamer inside, ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk. First walk for Emily today, and that'll bring up Wheels, who's 0 for 2. Four-seamer down in the way, bunt shown, drop foul, 0-1. Ball down, fouled off, 0-2. Cutter up and away. Driven to left center field by Wheels, hit pretty well. Swiner going back to the warning track. Makes the catch, 1 out. Next up, Cracker, 1 for 2 today with a single. First pitch, two-seamer down and in. Chased it, 0-1. Slider down and away. Chased it again, 0-2. Cutter up and away. Outside, 1-2. Fastball up and in. High, 2-2. Curveball down and away in the dirt. Full count. Good block by Oliver. Cutter down and in. Grounder in the hole to short. Boyd dives, makes the stop. No play anywhere. It's an infield single. Unfortunate there. 2 on, 1 down for Godsendes as Bonventre's down to on fire mojo. Down to locked in mojo, sorry. First pitch curveball down and away. Low, ball 1. Four-seamer down and in. Check swing low, 2-0. Cutter up and away is outside, 3-0. Two-seamer in there, middle in, 3-1. Curveball middle away. Popped up shallow right center. Diaz out for it. Infield fly called as Diaz is under it. I'll make the catch, 2 outs. A little deep for an infield fly in my opinion, but alright. 2 on 2 down for Bambino with RBI man. He's 0 for 2. Pinch running at second base is veteran outfielder Steve-O Reeves, as he's a much better runner than Moore. They're expecting Bambino to get a hit here. Interesting. Cutter away, outside. Fastball down and in, fouled off, 1-1. Slider away, swung through it, 1-2. Two-seam up and in, chased it, strike 3, third punch over Emily, and that ends the inning. Coming out of the bullpen, Matt Gunn making his second appearance of the postseason. He went 2 1/3 scoreless innings in his first outing. To the 7th, it's 1-0. Doherty, Macias, Winkelson in the pitcher slot due up. Doherty 1 for 2 today with a double. Curveball down and in, ripped the right center field. Hangs up for Bambino as it went right to him, 1 out. Next up, Macias, he's 0 for 2 today. Cutter away, 0-1. Cutter low, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Cutter down, chop foul, 2-2. Came in active for Gunn here. Fastball down and in, grounder to second, right to De La Cruz. 2 down. Winkelson 1 for 2 with a single, who's still tense though. Cutter away, chop at the middle, another hit for Winkelson. He's 2 for 3. Elementary up next, RBI single and a double today. She's 2 for 2 and on fire. Pick off, nothing doing. One other count. Chased it, 1-1. Fastball to knees, line to short. Easy catch for Liner though, and that ends the inning. Bottom 7, it's 1-0. Liner, De La Cruz, and DeMarco do up. Liner's up to 2 today. Fastball at the knees, low. Curve up and in, high, 2-0. Cutter away, strike call, 2-1. Two-seamer down and in, inside, 3-1. Four-seamer down and away, grounded to first. Macias dives, makes the stop. Flips to Palmentre in time, 1 out. Next up, De La Cruz, 1 for 2 with a single. She'll be pinch hit for by backup outfielder Jules Bergman, getting his first at bat of the playoffs. Power's left-hander active here. First pitch curveball down and away, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and in, chop the first. Macias there. Takes it himself this time, 2 down. That'll bring up DeMarco's 0 for 2. First pitch cutter away, outside. Two-seamer inside, strike in there, 1-1. Two-seamer up and away, fouled off, 1-2. Curveball down and in, chased it in the dirt, strike 3 swinging. Oliver picks it up, fires to first in time, 1-2-3 inning for Bonventre. To the 8th, it's still 1-0. Boyd, Worrymore, and Swiner do up. Here's Boyd. He's 0 for 3 today to lead off the inning. Coming in to play second is utility infielder Dig Eforto to replace Bergman. Curveball outside a strike, 0-1. Chased it in the dirt, 0-2. Came in active here. Curveball down and in, crushed by Boyd to center field. He got all of that one, folks. Did it get to the wall? It's off the fence. That'll be extra bases for the rookie. His first hit. It's 1 for 4. Thank you, Frost. Thank you. I appreciate that. Next up, Warrior 1 for 3 with a single. Looking to get some net insurance runs. Strike in there, 0-1, good pitch. Cutter up, line up the middle. Diving his line to make the stop. Infield single for Warrior, he beats it out. Runners at the corners. None down for Swiner, 0 for 3. Buck looking to break it open. Come on, Buck, infield in. Get it through him, please. Cutter up and in, he blooped it into center. There you go, Buck. Big Country delivers. It's an RBI, 2-0. That's his first hit of the game. Hey. Sophomore catcher Bern Oliver due up next. He's 1 for 3 with a single. RBI man active, looking to break it open even more. Please. I'll take that strike, 0-1. High ball. Cutter up, line to center. Yes, it's down for a hit. Holding a third is Warrior, bases are loaded. Here's Diaz, rookie 0 for 3. A hit here makes up for it, brother. Come on. You're the team leader in home runs and RBIs this regular season. Make it happen. Damn it. Swing faster. Don't swing at that. Throw to the plate in time. Throw to first. Also in time. It's a double play. Well, that sucks. Doherty up next. Team leader in batting average is 1 for 3 today with the double. Still a 2 RBI chance here, though. God damn it. They're toying with me now. Inside. 1-2. Got to get it geared up faster. Broken back, grounded to short. Liner to first in time, and we only get 1 run out of it, of course. Bottom 8, it's still 2-0, though. Muddy Water, Gun, and Wheels due up. Muddy Water 0 for 2 today. Fastball away. Strike called. 0-1. Ball inside. Slider in there. 1 hopper to third. Doherty fields it. 1 out. Thank you. Next up, Gunn. That's going to be a pinch hitter. Shortstop, Alana Willis. Sophomore is 1 for 8 in the postseason with an RBI single back in Game 2, but she is tense currently. Two-seamer up, strike. Curveball down and in. Low. Cutter down and away is outside. 2-1. Fastball put in. Grounder to first. See us there on the backhand. Takes it himself. 2 down. Bring up Wheels. He's 0 for 3 intense. Slider up and away is outside. Ball 1. Fastball down and in. Strike called. 1-1. Seamer up and in. High and inside. 2-1. Curveball at the knees. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. Slider up and away. Swung through it, strike 3. 6 punch out for Bonventre, and she's got another shutout inning. To the 9th, we're up 2-0. Coming out of the bullpen, left-handed specialist Tucker Turlington. He threw 2 innings of scoreless relief in Game 1 of the series. To the 9th, Macias, Winkelson, and Bonventre due up. Macias leading off. Rookie's 0 for 3 today, facing specialist. We're going to pinch hit for him here. We are going to go to... we're going to go to right fielder Carter Mahoney off the bench. Doherty will play first base next inning, and I think I'll sub in... we'll either sub in Manning, or we'll move Winkelson to third, and I'll move Mahoney to right and move Warrior to center. Mahoney getting his first at-bat of the postseason in his 4th year in the league. Fastball high, ball 1. Mahoney has been a full-time starter since year number 2, which was his rookie year. But when he's given the chance to start off the bench, he hits pretty well. He hit over 400 the last 2 years. 1-1 to count. Fastball up, 1 hopper to first. Tough play there by Cracker, but he makes it. 1 out. Winkelson up next. Center fielder 2 for 3 today. Curveball away, bloop to center field, and Winkelson has his 3rd hit. He is 3 for 4 as the Wink is on with 1 down. Now to bring the pitcher to the plate. Bonventre 2 for 3 today. Double and an RBI single on the cards. Pitch count's at what, 91? She's played pretty well so far, but she is starting to get tired. I can leave her in to start the inning. I think I'm going to do that. But if she gets into trouble, she's coming out. I might bunt here. Bunt is down, and there Turlington goes to first. Sacrifice successful. 2 down. Winkleson in scoring position for the rookie Boyd. He's 1 for 4 with the double. He will bat here as my backup shortstop. Has no hitting attributes whatsoever. Boyd is actually still a better hitter, even with specialist against him. Curveball down in the way. Poked into left, right center. That's going to hang up for Bambino, though, and that ends the inning. To the bottom of the ninth, we're up 2-0. We are 3 outs away from winning our first playoff series in this entire series. 4th time, hopefully, is the charm. Hard to line up for the Grapplers, though. They're not going to make it easy. Cracker, Godsenders, and Bambino. Here's Cracker. 2 singles today. Alrighty. Right. Okay, I'm going to move Winkleson to the... Alright, yeah, Warriemore's going to go to center, Winkleson is going to go to third, and Mahoney will take over duties in right. Alrighty, and shortstop, we're good. Yeah, we're good. No. Alrighty, Bonventry's going to start the inning here. Let's see if she can go for it. Fastball away, strike called on the check, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in, fouled off, 0-2 the count to Cracker. Slider away. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Cutter up and in. Fouled off again. Jack stays alive. Curl down and away. Check swing called strike 3 at the knees. 7th punch out for Emily. 1 down, and that'll bring up Godsendez. He's 0 for 3. First pitch slider down and away. Low. 1-0. Fastball down and in. Grounded to second. Diaz dives, makes the stop. Great play. Rookie gets it the first. 2 down. Buzzards are 1 out away from winning their first playoff series in 5 years. Here's Bambino, 0 for 3. First pitch curveball down and in. Inside. 1-0. 100th pitch coming here for Bonventre. Cutter down and away. Strike called. 1-1. Two-seamer away. Outside. 2-1. Fastball up and in. Blooper, left center field. Swiner going over. Warrimer calls him off. Buzzards get it done. My God, complete game shutout for Bonventre in Game 3. We're going to the 2nd round for the first time in 5 years. Oh, sweet Jesus. It took us 4 fucking tries, but we did it. Oh, I'm so happy. I had so many flashbacks to us losing this. Pretty, poor day for the offense all told. Only 2 runs on 12 hits. I mean, we hit well, but we just couldn't score with runners in scoring position. Still, we shut them down. Love to see it. And for the 3rd time in this series, someone has thrown a shutout. Interesting. Hitless today for us, Macias and Mahoney. RBIs for Swiner and Bonventre today, both on singles. Hitless today, basically everybody in the Grapplers lineup. Only 3 hits total, 2 for Jack Cracker and 1 for Dela Cruz, who was pinch hit for in the 7th inning. So, alrighty. Bonventre complete game shutout. Great pitching from the third sophomore player. 9 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. She gets her first career playoff victory. Lover Kim, 6 innings, quality starts, 6 hits, 1 earned run given up. He takes the loss, falls to 0-1. Mac Gunn and Turlington, 3 scoreless, well, 3 innings out of the pen, 1 run given up by Gunn. Player of the game is Bonventre with the complete game shutout, followed by Kim with his quality start, and then Winkleson with his 3 single day. Thank you, appreciate it. I'd love to see it. Alrighty, let's preview the 2nd round of the playoffs for you guys, and then we'll call it a day. I believe we are facing the number 2 seed, which is the Jacks, who won the division title this year for the 2nd straight season. Yes, okay. So we are taking on the Jacks. We went 1-2 against them in the regular season. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that real quick. Regular season, here we go. In the first game, we lost that game 10-7. Rookie Trenton Deputy took a line drive to the face in that game, so that was 6 pitches into his career, so kind of set the tone for that game. Then in the doubleheader in the second half of the year, we won Game 1 in the pitchers' duel 2-1 in 11 innings, and then we lost 9-3 in the follow-up game because P.J. Andrews again got injured as he took a line drive to the face. So if the Jacks injure our starter, we're going to have a bad day. If not, we can beat them. Alrighty, playoff matchups. On the other side, it is the 2-seed Wild Pigs taking on the 4-seed Sirloins, so both matchups are 2 versus 4. Wild Pigs, of course, will have home field in that contest, and the Jacks will have home field in this one. Alrighty, here's the pitching matchups. Could sim up to that, but I'm going to hold off on that. What is going to be the pitching matchup? So for them, it's going to be their ace, Yolanda Cooper, who got to rest, so she did not have to take a game off. She'll be on the mound for them, the left-hander, and for us it'll be veteran Slip Vanderwink, who we picked up at the end of the regular season to replace Trenton Deputy because, well, let's face it, the rookie was not ready for postseason ball. He was pretty bad. So the veteran Vanderwink will be on the mound for his first playoff appearance this season. So they have the edge in the pitching department, and they have extra rest, so none of their players are tired, but it doesn't matter. We can still make something happen. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. A nice 2-hour-long stream. That was the entire first round. That's our first victory here in the playoffs this series. Because we made it in year 1, we got swept. Made it in year 2, lost in 3. Made it year 3, we got swept. In year 4, we had a losing record. So, alrighty, next time out, we're going to be taking on the Jacks. Hopefully, we can take care of business and make it to our first finals appearance in this series. If this team can keep this momentum going and actually, score with runners in scoring position, we're going to make it. If we struggle, it's going to be just like today. It's going to be a lot of nerves. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. Obviously, you love all the support, seeing everybody down in the chat. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below on Twitch. They'll be notified when I go live next. And over on YouTube, if you haven't already, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down below in the description. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty Ones signing off. Everybody have a great evening or morning wherever you are.